everybody likes mashed potatoes. Alright, so I use Yukon Gold potatoes. My mashed potatoes, you can use Baker's, you can use red potatoes, new potatoes, whatever kind of potatoes you're into. I'm a fan of Yukon Gold. They're nice and creamy, they cook up nice. I don't know, they're just much cleaner. I've always loved Yukon Gold potatoes. So with my mashed potato recipe, I'll start off with obviously dicing the potatoes. The smaller you cut them, the faster they'll cook. I like to leave mine big, just because I like a chunky mashed potato. I'll cut them like half inch by inch or half inch by half inch. Throw them in the pot, let them boil, add water, and obviously cover them with water, let them boil. Add a pinch of salt, you know, if you want to season your potatoes before they are going into the mashing stage. Cook those until, you know, they're nice and soft, they've absorbed water. Pour the water out, drain them, return them back to the hot pot. Once you got them in the hot pot, we're going to go back to the earth balance, the magical earth balance. And I'm going to add 2 ounces of earth balance, or a quarter stick, to the hot mashed potatoes, or hot potatoes, they're not mashed yet. A half cup of soy milk. Now this is important, probably the most important part of the mashed potatoes. Use unsweetened soy milk. I've made the mistake of using regular old soy milk, and for some reason I was wondering afterwards, why do my mashed potatoes taste sweet? And it's because the unsweetened, or the regular old soy milk has sugar in it, or whatever they put in it to sweeten it. Eden Soy makes a great product. Always look for the yellow box. It's nice and thick. You can use rice milk, you can use, you know, cashew milk, almond milk. It just depends on what kind of taste you're going for. Now, the different milks will change the taste. It definitely does have a variation in taste. But try to find the unsweetened if you don't want your mashed potatoes to be sweet. Some people like sweet mashed potatoes. So, I'm going to add, like I said, a half cup of unsweetened soy milk. My butter's in there already melting.
Good.
What's next? And then we're going to go for the seasoning. Now this batch of mashed potatoes will, again, feed about 6 to 8 people. And I've decided to go a little bit bigger for you guys. That way, if you're cooking for 6 to 8 people for Thanksgiving, then you'll know how much to cook for. You can always cut the recipes in half or multiply them by 2. Yes? Oh, I'm sorry. That's a very important part, isn't it? I used about 2.5 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes. That comes out to be about 3 potatoes, just depending on the size. 3 big potatoes. So with the salt, we're going to do 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'm sorry, we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon. Scribble, 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 erase. And then for the garlic, we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon as well. There's my 1/2 teaspoon. And it's powdered garlic. You can use granulated garlic if you want. You can use fresh minced garlic if you like. I would say if you're going to use the fresh minced garlic, then maybe cut it back a little bit, just because it has a stronger taste to it. Did I say pepper yet? No. And then we're going to do 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. That's where that 8 came from. And then this comes to my favorite part, which is mashing the crap out of potatoes. Rough day at the office, you can take it out on the potatoes. Your wife makes you mad. Your dog chewed up your shoes. Mash them, mash them, mash them. Now, if your potatoes are too thick, mash them some more. If they're still too thick, add some more soy milk. Just add a little bit at a time. If you add too much soy milk, obviously they're going to be too smooth. I like mine nice and chunky, so this is my recipe. This is the recipe that we serve in the restaurant. Just keep mashing until you get the desired texture that you want. Take out all your aggression. You'll feel much better afterwards. No, don't do that. We put love into our food here. That's why it tastes so good, right, Zach?
Exactly.
Alright. I think he's lying. Alright, so it's at the right texture, consistency for me. Like I said, you can decide which consistency you like and change the variation by adding soy milk. Or next time, not adding as much. If it needs more salt, add more salt. If it needs more garlic, add more garlic. The great thing about mashed potatoes is it tastes amazing with everything. The potatoes, come on. And that will be set aside, and we're going to move on to cranberry sauce. Unless anybody has any questions about mashed potatoes. Anybody? It's pretty straightforward. Everybody knows how to make mashed potatoes, right?
Oh.
Groovy.